What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classic Climb blog. You know, I love streaming from the car because I piss off so many of those who are looking for a studio audience experience. Anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica Classic Climb blog. I am just getting back from Panama, City of Panama. We will be going back to Panama in October. We have an event, 3-day event. We're going to get you there. We're going to dust you to our properties. We're going to talk to you about financials and let you do absolute separate deals with those people exclusively, with developers and real estate agents. We're just going to provide the opportunity, right? And then we're going to have a good time, go out one good night. All right. So, with that being said, that the details for that and the links for that and who's going to be at that probably come out later this week. I'm not certain. But I just want you guys to come on in, hit the like button. We about to get out here. I called this one No Guarantees. These influencers about as real as milli vanilli out here. Your girl Ericka stands alone and trying to keep it as transparent and as real as possible. Now, I go above and beyond in transparency, and I know I do. I have too many lawyers that are like, girl, what is going on? I said, girl, I tell them all, right? Because here's something very, very clear. I want you to understand. Many of you don't understand the definition of things. And so I'm going to say a few definitions. I know I'll piss people off, so I'm not even worried. What is defamation? Defamation is you're causing injury to me, you're saying something false, or you're saying something you're not privileged to. Now, what does that mean? Hearsay. Well, I heard on the street this, or I heard that. If you did not witness it with your very own eyes and somebody did not call you on the phone and say it directly to you, baby, what you doing is hearsay. What you doing is defaming somebody. But see, y'all mamas didn't teach y'all how to read, so y'all don't understand the definition of things. Well, Ericka, it's a default. It don't matter. Listen, let me be very clear. If what is stated did not get completed and he lost the lawsuit with the first part of the statement, that already proves defamation. But y'all not learning, so I'm gonna let y'all learn that in about a good 2-3 months. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about, and you're gonna be like, oh, so you can't defame somebody if you did not complete a contract. You dig? Let me be very clear. You can't defame somebody if you did not complete a contract. And I'm gonna leave that there and let y'all marinate on it. Rewind it back a couple times if you need to. But y'all, that's how I know y'all not reading. The basics, reading is fundamental. Okay? If it causes financial loss or it causes you for emotional distress, if you run over my toe in this parking lot and no nails, no toes are broken, no toenails are removed, but it's causing me emotional distress, baby, I can sue you. I can sue you. Come on, man. I can sue you if you are out here cyberbullying. They've made new laws on the books for cyberbullying. I can sue you. Let's keep it a buck. Many of y'all don't understand what you're doing, and I keep telling y'all you can't counsel somebody with a falling. Number two, as long as somebody got 100 grand either in credit cards or loans or at a way financially to get that money, they straight. They can always go build new construction. That's why you see so many people build new construction. All right. Building new construction. And that's why you see so many people going into government contracts. Now, somebody said in one of my older videos that I had a guest on, well, can he guarantee that I'm going to get government contracts and I'm going to be profitable? Are you getting serious right now? You want somebody to come in your house, unzip your pants and pee for you? What are you talking about? Nobody can guarantee that you're going to get government contracts and be profitable. That's multiple steps that all require you. And the problem is we have people that don't live in reality. They don't want to take responsibility. And there's no guarantees, period. That's illegal. Like, they made plenty of lawsuits in the 70s about that. You cannot guarantee people nothing. Prime example. Can I guarantee you will follow instructions? Can I guarantee you will remove mental blocks? And can I guarantee you will follow instructions? Why did I say that twice? Let me say that again. Can I guarantee you will follow instructions? Can I guarantee you will remove mental blocks? Can I guarantee you will follow instructions? I cannot guarantee. I've talked to people for what, 8 years now, over 6,000, maybe 7,000 at this point, feel like it, phone calls. And I cannot tell you how many times I've told somebody step 1, 2, 3. That's it. I called them back, or they called me back a couple months later. I did step 1. I just didn't like step 2, so I did step 3, and I didn't get results, Ericka. What do you think happened? You didn't follow instruction. That's what happened. You didn't follow instruction. And what you have out here is a bunch of adults who, for whatever reasons they got mental health issues, they got emotional issues. I've talked to several people this past week that blew my mind. They're so talented, they're so smart, they're so gifted, they have so many opportunities in front of them, but they have therapy related issues. It has nothing to do with their talent. It has nothing to do with their ability. They need therapy. And that's the elephant in the room that no one can talk about. We went to Panama, and the folks that are going on October, you're going to see the same. There are opportunities from $50,000 to $1 million places. There are people in that room that were signing contracts, putting $3,000 down, $5,000 down. Now they're going to be in Panama doing their summer, winter vacations. It's a very popular destination. Lots of English. The monkey in the hole in the wall nobody wants to talk about is the Americans made that country what it is. You can ask all these Panamanians and they can say whatever they want to say, but the reason you can drink the water, the reason you can drive the roads like you can, the reason you have the prosperity you have there is because Americans. We only left there 22 years ago. And so when I meet people that didn't speak English, it was rare to meet people under 30 who could not speak English. Now, if you met people who were 22, 23, and they couldn't speak English, you're like, oh, he must be poor. He must not have gone to a good school. Because all the schools there was making sure them folks teach English. Right? It was mandatory. It was baked into the school system. So when you met somebody who did not speak English, you're like, okay, well, why don't you speak English? What happened, baby? Were you not paying attention in class? Were you having problems in school? What happened? Because that was not normal for the time period, right? I know y'all thinking, damn, she's going bowdy on these Panamanians, but you have to. See, nobody wants to take real responsibility for anything. Hold on, I'm trying to cover this thing up. He gonna get it either way, but at least I'm attempting. I'm attempting poorly, but I'm attempting. So anyways, so, at the end of the day, when we were riding the car, this dude was like, hey, why don't you speak English? I just have not learned. Like anywhere else, you want to make more money? You want to pick up more Americans? You want to pick up people from the airport? You need to speak of the English. We out here all Google translating when you could just speak of the English. That's what it is, right? It's a universal language, okay? So again, nobody can guarantee you results. Nobody can guarantee you money. What was so crazy is there was one place for, I don't know, maybe 157, and it rents out every week for, there was one place downtown that was renting out for $400 a day. In my mind, I'm like, why? I'm going to go on over there and rent the whole building for $1,200 a month. But see, sometimes people visiting don't know them. They don't know better. They're doing short-term stuff. I'm just going to rent here every night for $200 instead of going across town or going across the street or going around the corner and rent the whole place for $1,000, $1,200 a month. That's your problem, not theirs. So again, nobody can guarantee you results. Nobody can guarantee you a business that's going to work 100%. Only thing I can guarantee is if your ass get up, put your feet out there, knock on doors, and do the job physically and have cash in your hand. That's it. That's it. And so a lot of times people don't follow instructions. So you got people spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 with Lifestyles Unlimited and all these people that I can name and pull the rug from them, but I ain't got time because I don't want to be that person. I don't have to be that person today. But the ultimate, at the end of the day, did the people that purchased the courses from them, that got into the groups of them, did they follow instructions? Number one rule of all things, any money you invest, it has potential to be lost. Number two, did you read the contracts? Number three, did you make yourself present enough to be informed? People come up with all kind of stuff. Trust me, defaults happen all the time. But I want you to understand, number one, another thing about this is you have to promote your own shit. No matter the influencers you hire, the ads you run, you have to promote your own stuff. I've been saying for 6 months, y'all tell me how many months you've been hearing me talk about the boat party. Because it's been 6 months for me. I've been talking for 6 months about the boat party. Everybody knows it's $497 for the 2-day event and it's $150 for the 1-day event. We've been saying this for 6 months, but yeah, you will have people go, where's the link? What's the price? What dates? When is it? Where is it? What city? Again, this is comprehension skills. This is 101. Are you following instructions? Did you listen? Have you been paying attention? These are simple steps. This is how I know when people argue out here about $1 billion industry where people are buying courses. Yeah, they scamming, man. You know, they scamming with these courses, man. You know what I mean? Because they scamming because you bought the course. Did you read the course? Nah, man. But see, it's a scam. Did you do everything it said? Nah, man. Did you follow the steps? Did you follow instructions? Did you complete every task? Did you complete every task? No. There's one dude. He has a course. I think they pay $10,000 to be in there. You have to show that you did. You recorded a video, put an ad together, and attempted to run the ad before you can get a refund. See, people hate that shit, right? Because that means you had to actually accomplish it. We had people in here, oh, I couldn't access the videos. Ma'am, we can see every day what time you logged in, what video you watched, all in your activity feed. And we can print it out and send it to your bank to show that you're fraudulently doing chargebacks. The internet is the technology is beautiful at this point, right? And this is a big reason why you see so many people leaving the course space because of the high amount of chargebacks. It messes up their account. Why do that when they can go get a government contract? Why do that when they can go build new construction and just be a little patient 4 to 5 months, then they get a lump sum of money and go do what they want? I sat down with this guy. He got a payout for various reasons: house fire and a car accident all at the same time. He had about 400 grand. He put 150,000 into a stock. I wouldn't do it, but it's a particular stock. It's getting 15% returns. He put 150K in it, so that's gonna give him about 20K, 22K a year off his dividends. And then he took the rest of the money and he put it into rentals. And him and his family's chilling. See, what you don't understand is a lot of these people that are married, they sit at home, they not doing that. They not out in the clubs. They're not partying every weekend. They're not turn up like y'all think they are. A lot of them just want to have enough money to be home, have a cookout, listen to music, and buy shit off Amazon. It's not as expensive as y'all are making it, right? There was one guy, he's a truck driver, and he was like, oh, why am I still truck driving if I hate the industry? I already know why you're driving. Whether you tell the people on the internet the truth or not, there ain't nowhere else you gonna make 10 to 20K a month off owning your own truck because you the driver doing bare minimum work, right? You ask these drivers, you would think they were out here saving lives and CPR and every day, okay? But that's the fun of it. Why is he still in the truck? Because he needs the money. That's just it, right? People giving y'all all these yeses is ridiculous. All right, so again, Panama will be in October. November 4th through 8th, I'll be in Las Vegas next week. This week coming up, I'll be in Las Vegas. September 10th through 11th, I'll be at the boot camp, Andy's boot camp in Florida. Okay. Someone sent we got multiple people sending messages. What about the pandemic and the germs in the air, Erica? What about the germs? Okay, listen, don't come. Let me be clear. Don't come. Don't come. Stay home. Life is happening out here. Life is happening out here. Well, Erica, we're in a pandemic. No, baby, your fear is disgusting. Let me be clear with y'all. I can't be around no extra scaredy cat folk. It's disgusting. We were out there touring a property and the construction elevator left. And we got separated from our group doing video, messing around. And so we got to the part where the elevator was like, oh my God, they left us. The girl to the left of us started screaming. I was like, yo, what you doing? Why you screaming? Because she thought they left us. And we like 20 floors up with no way to leave. You know what I'm saying? So we panicking a little. But that is a reasonable fear. But this over the top fear of like, if I get in the room with somebody and they breathe it, honey, life, only thing guaranteed out of life is death. I can tell you right now, everybody is going to die at one point in time. Now you may say, well, I'm not trying to die necessarily. Well, you could walk out your house and fall down. You could fall down in your kitchen. You could fall down in your bathroom. You can go out like Elvis, constipated. Stop it. Get that fear out of here. And that's that weak, moist fear shit we hear. Is the course guaranteed? Can I be guaranteed to make $100,000? We can't guarantee nothing. We don't know you. We don't know your childhood issues, your childhood trauma. I'm not your therapist, and I sure as hell ain't your mama. You dig? If I keep asking you, did you follow instructions? Did you do every step? And if you tell me no, that's the end of the conversation in my head. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been on the phone more than enough times. People like, did you follow instructions? No. Okay. In my head, I'm already done with the conversation. Because you can't follow instructions. It isn't about what you want to do, it's what's needed and required. That's why people be trying to get a gang of 20, 30, 40 people to agree with them in a giant, massive group so they can feel better about their decision. You need to like you, baby. A million likes on the internet will not fix you if you don't like you. That is, I want y'all to understand that when I was at the event, I said, I like me. Your like is extra. Everybody in there were like, damn, Ericka, that was good. I'm like, that's just real life. People that grew up with fathers in the home and discipline and structure and boundaries know ain't nothing guaranteed. Nothing guaranteed. Your sibling can break a dish in the house and run out the door, and your parents go around the door. What happened? Well, they broke it. They broke the dish. It don't matter. You the one here right now. Clean up the mess. That's how it is even in business. There was a bunch of Detroit real estate agents at this event, and I said, listen, these are properties. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them were like, yeah. We heard that before. You ready to sell them? I'm like, hell yeah, let's get them on out of here. They're like, we'll get all kind of people running over there. Get these houses sold and get them out of there. It don't matter who made the mess, right? It don't matter who made the mess. Are you the one who's going to clean it up? And unfortunately, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Many people don't want to wear the crown, right? This over the top living in fear, this over the top blaming everybody. You know, if you're trying to kick the stool out from other people, what's going to happen is you in a glass house, baby. There's about 4 or 5 people I know doing something right now. And I'm like, listen, if I really go pick up the phone, I can call and tell them how you did this with the PPP. I can call and say how you did this over there. I can call and say you did this over there. So do you still want to do that? You don't. You don't. You don't even realize what you're doing, but you don't. I promise you. Because unlike folks out here who want to be reckless with the defamation, y'all, you can't be out here acting crazy on the internet. You can't talk reckless on people. You can't just say anything you want. That's not how this works. But see, we got a lot of people still stuck in middle school. So they think, well, I can just act this way and I'm popular and I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna get your ass handed to you. Point blank, period. That's not how it works. It's not personal, it's business. Did you fulfill the contract? Yes or no? If you didn't fulfill the contract, the bias of his lawsuit against you is true. You're defaming him for a contract neither one of you fulfilled. But see, nobody on the internet read and they don't pay attention. So I already peeped that. When I read all the notes from the 10 pages, I didn't read the first page. I read all 10 pages and said, oh, see, because you didn't fulfill the contract and you already lost that lawsuit saying you didn't fulfill the contract one time. This opens the door for him to win it again. But I'm gonna just slide out of that because I know y'all gonna be like, oh, Ericka's talking shit. Baby, I know too many things on people. I know people cheating, cutting up, creeping. I know people doing all kind of stuff, and it don't match nothing that they got on Instagram. It don't match nothing they putting on Facebook about their family. Okay, so if you want to go there, we can do it, but we ain't doing that. Hold on, my phone is about to die. It might die. It's just too hot, y'all. Texas is just too damn hot. Let me see. Let's see if we can get it to cool down now. You know, that's the thing. People really be in these fear silos. Life is business. Either you handle your business or business will handle you. It's a freedom of speech. Yeah, a lot of people come over here. Ericka, you posted it, and so I should be able to say what I want, Ericka, because you posted it. It's a public forum. No, baby, it's not. It's my forum. I'll delete your shit every time you post something stupid over here. Every time. You know why? Because I don't have to. Right? Every time I share something about cryptos, well, Ericka, you don't know what you're talking about because of crypto. Listen. If you want to go be die hard about crypto, go do it on your page. Y'all, this phone, these Samsung phones, is made of glass. Glass. It is. Anyway, so long story short, I'm gonna try to finish it up. Y'all so funny, man. Y'all are cracking me up. I see what somebody said. I go post it though. Listen, let me be very clear. A lot of these folks out here is giving you all these sob stories of BS. I'm very transparent, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like they talking bad about Samsung, but y'all not gonna do it. The boat party is August 19th and 20th. You know, we out here struggle in the heat of Texas. August 19th and 20th boat party. We gonna have everybody name mama out here, plus some other agents. Panama gonna be lit in October. I'm not playing with y'all. Like some people gonna be like, but Ericka, football is happening in October is football season, and I need to be here for football. Like, baby, I'm not talking to you. I'm only talking about the people that's alert, alive, and ready to go. They alert, live, ready to go. I'm ready for them, right? That's who I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anybody else. Listen, out of the 63,000 followers or subscribers that follow this page, how many of them are truly listening and paying attention? Pay attention to how many people come to comments like, well, you're fat, you're this, or that. And honestly, I already know what's up with that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, listen, when you see these men out here under 5'10", ain't nobody care what they talking about. They not a manager, they just some worker somewhere in a building. Ain't nobody give a ham about what they talking about. They the ones that be coming on the internet talking reckless. Because they have no life, they're bored. It's just them and some can of beans and a couch. So they come out here and spend hours talking crazy on this internet. I was at the event this past weekend. There were couples, young, old, fat, little, skinny, whatever. They out there buying properties. They out there living their best life. Don't let these people get you twisted on the internet. It really be out there going down. Like literally, these Panamanian men was walking up like, "Hey, you got some family down here?" I be like, "No, I got no family down here." You sure? I was like, "Sir, get your ass on." but 50% of the people is black down there, so they think you lying. They think you just saying that so you can get out of the conversation with them. Because they assume, hey, you black, you must be from down here. But I want y'all to understand that's where we are. We're in a society of people who don't follow boundaries, they don't follow consequences. They out here living reckless. There was a white man at the event he was trying to come to our event. He saw all these people out here dancing. He's like, well, let me get on over in there. I said, sir, it's a private event. Well, I can't come. That's the definition of private, sir. Just can't even go over there. No. So I get on the plane first class. Guess who's sitting beside me? The man who tried to come to the event. He goes, oh, I'm just a single guy out in New Mexico. I'm in my 60s, just looking for some fun. I'm like, this is the result of a life full of no discipline. A life full of, I'm a single bachelor. Look at me. That's your life right there. You got to resort being weird and creepy. That's the men age like wine conversation. Out here looking creepy. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. It's ridiculous, y'all. So, anyways, my biggest thing I want y'all to understand is like, be smart, right? We put these videos together to help y'all, but at the end of the day, your girl gone. August 23rd, I'm off here till December 3rd. Every video you get after that is pre-recorded. Point blank, period. It's pre-recorded. And if you want to hang out, you want to see it, be the boat party. It'll be Zanzibar, and it'll be Panama. Now, the Puerto Rico trip and the Mexico trip, we haven't linked it in yet. We haven't finished all the details of getting it done, but I can tell you right now, the Panama trip is locked in. So we'll probably have that posted where y'all can buy tickets. It's gonna be a cheap ticket too, maybe $500, $700, something cheap. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have $200 to fly to Panama and $100 for the night, couple nights to stay there in the hotel, you already in a bad spot. Again, watch this channel to help you make more money. Don't get it twisted. Like, I have lots of videos on the channel to help you make more money. But guess what happens? You watch the videos on making more money, and the first thing you say was, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do diabetic test strips. I don't know if I want to be mobile notary. I don't know if I want to do that. Baby, you don't have no money. When you're in a no money position, we actually do what? We change what we're doing because what we're doing is not working. And we do what? Try to go make more money. Many of y'all see me speaking at events, going on the country, flying around, doing this work. Why? Because we're working towards something. We're working on something and it all requires money, right? The close and finish things out. Listen, we selling everything. We getting all that stuff out of here. Because y'all don't understand when you see the shift in the economy, when you see the shift where money is going, y'all don't understand these people out here trying to tell you all this housing market's gonna crash. But let me tell you something, be very clear. We have not yet seen the Indians, the UK folks, the Americans, the British folks who are coming from overseas to come buy a house. A lot of y'all are not playing. Y'all are not playing to win. You out here trying to chill and be on the internet arguing for 8 hours about women's and what Cam Newton is dating some girl who's lying for the internet, but we got video receipts of how she was just acting a year ago. This is why I say these influencers about as they about as real as Milli Vanilli, right? They about as real as Milli Vanilli. They not keeping it 100. That's why I say when I do all this transparency, this girl was like, "Y'all new generation is so transparent," and I said, "You have to be. That's where the winning is. If you just stay transparent, you ain't gotta keep up with lies. Some of them out here keeping up with lies. That's what they doing. So you gotta understand, like at the end of the day, when I'm showing you these opportunities to make money, these opportunities to go create abundance, to build housing, that is what you should be listening to. That right there. Listen, Byron said, I know people who've been arguing about LeBron and MJ for 10 years, and they will continue to do so. That's where they're stuck at. They're stuck there for whatever reason, right? You got people dressing like they 22 from 1994, and they 50 something. They stuck there for whatever reason. They stuck there. Don't let them be stuck there with you. This weekend they were like, "Hey, Ericka, we got to do your makeup, man. Get ready. We get ready to do your makeup." And I was like, "Well, I just, if we get late, I missed it. I just go on stage." They're like, "No, you gonna let us do this makeup?" I was like, "Okay, well, shit." The girl was from Colombia and Panama. And you're gonna say, well, what was a Colombia doing in Panama? Making money. She know what time it is. She need to make money. So she do her makeup, and I immediately go, "Oh, my, who is that girl?" Photos, 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 photos. Why? Because this economy we're in, this influencer economy, is all about photos. It's all about pictures. It's all about proximity. They really don't want to do real work. If you really tell them steps 1 through 10, they don't follow instructions. They can't read. And then if they fail, they mad that they fail. This is just straight up. This is 100% honest. There's one dude who sold 109,000 courses. I know it for a fact. We talked about it behind the scenes in some of these mastermind groups. He can tell you without a doubt that only 10% of people followed and finished the course. So imagine that. 109,000 people buying something and only 10% finished it. And they can look at it with their data. That's how I know y'all just follow what's hip, what's hot. We had a guy cancel a contract because he wanted to get on TV. We already know TV is going the way of the dodo bird, but they still want that validation of TV. Being on TV will be like, oh my God. I know 3 or 4 people right now about to be on A&E, about to be on DY Network, Magnolia Network, a couple other stuff. I already know it. But they were valid and solid before the A&E. They're valid and solid before Flip This House or HGTV. I know several people who are getting these contracts. They've been doing this for years. But because they about to be on TV now, people are gonna be like, oh wow, she's really making money. She's really doing it. Y'all, again, I'm being pitched by TV, but I already know what they're looking for. They're looking for this ranting Ericka. That's not my normal everyday life. Because I don't deal with people who do goofy stuff. I don't deal with people who don't follow instructions. This is why you see all these people complaining on the internet. Well, I show up to my job. I should be able to afford a middle class life. This is the argument of grown adult people. Well, I show up 40 hours a week. And what did Bernie Sanders say? Anybody working 40 hours a week should not be homeless. Well, if they're working 40 hours a week at Wendy's, if they're working 40 hours a week at Hooters and they don't got Hooters to show, no, they should not be. Just because they work doesn't mean they're guaranteed success. And that's what we're coming up to. A lot of Americans who are like, well, I should be guaranteed this. Who said that? Who said that? Who? Who? Who said you should be guaranteed? Where is that written? Right? I just want y'all to understand this. Listen, a lot of y'all are out here goofing. And let me read some dates to y'all. I want y'all to write these dates down and you call me back once you do it, okay? Number first one, July 13th. It's going to be the CPI data. It comes out. Write it down. Listen. July 13th, CPI data. July 29th. July 28th. I told you I was listening live on CNBC and the hot mic was still going, and Kramer, old goofy ass, is in the background with a hot mic talking about, oh yeah, July 13th when it's gonna hit, so it don't matter. And they're like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, hey, hot mic, and they start trying to talk over them. That's the scariness of live TV, right? And he's not the only one I've heard say July 13th. Again, they got the CPI data comes out. But I promise you, around July 28th, July 29th, they're gonna know, oh, we're in a recession. We were down there in Panama, they already in a recession. But imagine living in $1 million place, a quality of $1 million place for $1,200 a month. You live in the dream. I hope y'all are picking up what I'm dropping. You cannot go out here on this internet just saying anything. And this is why, if Kevin Samuels would have lived longer, he'd have sued some of y'all. Y'all ain't got nothing to sue for, but it's just the principle. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just broke. Y'all ain't got no money. But it's the principle. It's the principle. All right? Because people that are healthy, happy doing what they do out here, they not on the internet like this. They ain't out here complaining about women for 4 hours. They got a whole wife cooking dinner for them. And they happy. They ain't doing that. We had black people at the event that, I ain't never heard of them. They just rich as hell. Just bought $2 million bill. I'm like, damn. She's like, oh yeah, we live in Las Vegas. We own a bunch of rentals out there. There's several people I know right now. They husband-wife team making a killing. I ain't never heard of them. Why? Because happy, healthy people be going about their damn business. Be living their life. The wife is like, we should educate more people. The husband's like, man, F them people. Because here's the truth of it is, we already know there's at least 50% of Americans who are not reading, they are not learning, they are not growing. They ain't even walking. They ain't even getting the exercise in. Some of them are already in the metaverse in their mind. They already done gave up. Period. Right? So what are you gonna do? Recessions is options. You can, I'm gonna say this, and I know people don't want to hear this. You can choose to participate in this recession or not. What do I mean when I say that? What's your game plan to create wealth on the other side of this? What's the game plan? This is why I'm putting together Wealthy Wednesdays. I'm going to have hard money lenders coming through there. I'm going to have capital partners. I'm going to have investing companies. They're going to come talk to y'all. They're going to come answer your questions. You're going to be in there. For everything can't be out here on the internet. You know why? Everything him 500 been saying and a couple of these other guys been saying, I hear it every week. Every other week in some of these big Fortune 500, Fortune, Inc. 1000, Inc. 5000 companies in mastermind meetings and groups saying the same exact stuff. You know what the difference is? He ain't got a bunch of broke ass Pookies and Ray Rays going, that's illegal. That's illegal what he's saying. He can't say those things because that's lying on documentation. There's a gray area. There's a gray area and a lot of this stuff going on out here. These companies know some of this is computer algorithm related. And I'll say it that way. It's just computers snapping. It's just computers approving things without a human eye looking at it. So that's all. They're sharing the same information, I promise you. What happens is stuff behind paid wall, you share that, that's on you. All right? But when you say stuff out here on this internet, this YouTube, trying to get these gems, trying to get these likes, trying to get people to like your comments and share your stuff, that's when you get in trouble. Because you got a bunch of broke Lucy's out here just running their mouth. Well, he said, if I do this on this application, you a dummy then. You a dummy. If you have no money and you put something, a lie on application, then you're a dummy. Point blank, period. You're a dummy. Okay. The Thank You K Business Podcast from John Super Chat. The government has reserves for black businesses, women, and veterans. Y'all listen to Ericka Money is out here. I'm applying to several government contracts in Maryland. Don't sleep, folks. Let me be very clear. What K Business? Thank you for bringing up a point I wrote in my notes and I didn't get to it yet because we've been having an issue with the camera. I've got a friend, literally first year out, been applying to government contracts. They've already gotten 4. They've already gotten 4. Now, are they black and a veteran? Yes. But the point of the conversation is y'all are some lazy mofos. And we're all lazy in our own ways. We're all lazy in our own ways. I'm not going to try to sit here and act like I'm not lazy in certain ways, but I will be very clear. Like, it's just routine. You will go to your job and do the same repetitive task because they pay you, right? You're going to look at Facebook and YouTube in between, but you still will do the task that they asked you to do, correct? That's all this is. Can you sit down for 45 minutes and fill out some paperwork? Can you do it? Can you do it? Okay. That's literally the majority of what's happening out here. People filling out paperwork. That's what I'm saying. See, go. They don't understand. A lot of people who, we're saying if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. I'm just trying to think of the best way to say this without being off the chain. I mean, you already know. I don't even have to dress the host on the street. This is barbershop talk. This is let's waste our afternoon talk. These are people who have no productivity in their real life. If you were to walk down the street, you wouldn't even recognize some of them because they don't look like their pictures. They don't look like who they are. They hide behind a camera. They wife fat, they kids fat, but let them tell it. Every woman's fat except for their wife. You know what I mean? Like we don't listen to these people. These people aren't realistic people. They're goofing off while Rome is burning. While I'm sitting at events and there's 4 or 5 dudes in there who made their wives 55% of the company so they can go apply for some government contracts and keep it pushing. Y'all out here fighting over silly stuff. Let me be very clear. The levels to this is insane. The classism that you think you will experience when you go to Brazil, like we were in the hotel we were at, there was a bunch of Brazilian Invisalign dentists and technicians and Mexico ones too from Mexico. And they would be talking to you in Spanish, and I didn't know they were talking to me because I didn't realize they thought I was Panamanian. So they blah, 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 blah in Spanish. I don't respond. They go, no comprehende? I go, what? Because I do know that part. I know no comprehende, okay? I look at him, I said, American. And they go, oh. Okay, go. Right? Because if I'd have said no, or whatever. But listen, America, y'all say what y'all want about America, but that American term is enough for people to be like, oh, not for her. She might mollywop me. She might be violent. The Brazilians was off the chain tripping. But at the end of the day, a lot of these folks, they're not in a position to push back. They're not in a position to do anything. You got to really understand, like, thank you, Trina Loca. At the end of the day, you really got to understand is what are you applying? What are you watching out here and what are you applying? Right? What are you watching? What are you applying? If you're watching something, then you apply it. Even if you don't think you are, there's a book called The Power of the Unsubconscious Mind. What you guys are feeding yourself daily matters. Right? It matters. It matters what you're feeding yourself. Okay? So be careful what you're feeding yourself out here. Okay? So you got to be smart about this stuff. Is your credit in place for you to make a move this summer? Is your money in place for you to make a move this summer? Can you switch jobs if necessary? Could you leave the city you're in if necessary? Could you partner up with somebody in your city if necessary? Right? Even at this event in Panama, they already had the financing ready to go. Right? They said, hey, if you want to get in this deal, it's going to be $3,000 now. You want to do this deal, it's $5,000 now. There were people in the room already like, all right, okay, cool. They already knew. They didn't have to go count. They didn't have to go log in an account. They didn't have to go, let me check. No, they already knew they was ready to go. Because that's how plentiful the deals will be. How much did it cost me to close on that land deal with that one dude? $295. Are you ready to go though? Or do you have a plan for what you're gonna do with it? Because the deals are out here. Right? The people that will be making movement in the economy, the agents that will keep making money in this economy are ones who are going to be ready to be flexible. See, people who work in Austin, who work in Cedar Park, y'all been spoiled, right? You name any boomtown, Nashville, Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, I would say even Miami. You name these people have been spoiled by easy sales, easy opportunities. Thank you so much, A. Reed. Easy stuff. They've been spoiled, right? They too easy. It's been too easy for them. And this is when the hand smacking comes. All these people that have been easygoing agents, easy to do stuff, easy to make sales, didn't have to work hard. It's coming up. It's the turn is coming. right? So a big part of my speech while I was down there was like, pay attention to the rural boom. I know I got a little speech impediment. Rural boom. It's the rural areas and the USDA loan. Watch that stuff boom over the next year. There's going to be so many people running to the edges of edge towns. And you're like, no, Ericka, but the gas, you drive in the gas and the gas prices. It won't matter. Having a house that you can hold, that you can say, this is how much money we go for rent, period, hands down, no surprises. That's what's going to be the deal. That's what's going to be the deal. You got to understand that people who are ready to are in position to move. That's why I put together Wealth Wednesdays, because these are the people I'm literally daily in conversation with. Like, hey, what can we do here? What can they do here? What can I do? Okay, well, do you want to pitch it to my investor list? Sure. You can take this property off my hands, sell it today, right? Like, you literally have to be ready. And a lot of you aren't ready. A lot of you don't understand that all these Europeans and other people, where is the second biggest population of Japanese people? Does anybody in the chat know where the second biggest population in the world of Japanese people is? It's for you guys to put it in the chat. Do you know the second largest population in the world for where Japanese people are outside of Japan? Let me know. Let me know if you know. Thank you, Eric, for the $3 sticker. Let me know if you know the biggest location of Japanese people outside of Japan is. Take guess. Put it in the chat. Because it's going to matter in the conversation we're having. Some of y'all already got it. It's Brazil. I'm going to go ahead and solve it for you. Second is Brazil. Brazil. They're down there now. For a long time, you've been hearing all these white Brazilians. It's the Japanese. The Japanese is about to own a bunch of stuff in Brazil, all over that bad boy, all over it. Now, you can go third, fourth, fifth is like Hawaii, California, stuff like that. But the number 2 is Brazil. Why? Because in boatloads of people tried to come over to America, and America was like, nah, they can't come up over here. Where are they trying to go? And they had to go where? To the second country that would receive them, Brazil. This is why all the jiu-jitsu you see in all these Brazilians and all this stuff in UFC, it comes out of the Japanese being down there. We can go on a whole nother conversation about that. But I want you to understand that when you go outside this country, you're going to notice that immigrants do whatever in every country. They do the same. They go over to Panama, they buy up stuff. They go down to Brazil, they buy up stuff. They go to Mexico, they buy up stuff. But yet you are here, a natural born American, fighting me daily in my comment section on starting businesses, even if it's on paper, because it's really just paper. I really want you to understand that concept. And 2, buying stuff. Well, Ericka, I wouldn't land because, this and that. Listen, I don't listen to nobody. I say, go look at what immigrants are doing. They're buying land. They're buying land, period. They know what the true power is. Thank you, John. Asian Exclusion Act. Go look at all these Asians in Canada. Go look at all these Africans in Canada. It's real life monopoly out here. You're right. So many people want to come to America. They wanted to break through and get here. So when you sit here and argue with me about, well, the house has got to crash because nobody's making that money. No. You're not making that money. But old boy coming from Japan, old boy coming out of Brazil, who parents always wanted to get to America, couldn't get here. They know the math. Listen, our family every year rents a beach house in North Carolina for $20,000 for the week. Now you're gonna say that's crazy, but at the end of the day, it's 20. It's usually the 2 houses we go back and forth is like 22 bedrooms, 22 bathrooms, 24 bedrooms, 22 bathrooms, 20,000 for the week. I will their schedule for that house, and 9 times out of 10, they will be 2 weeks on rent, 2 weeks off. They not rent because I know the family just enjoying it. The culture that is coming ahead of us, asset based. Do you own the asset? Right? Let's say your family's trying, can you rent this whole house out for $20,000 in a week? Make sure y'all stay right. Y'all not paying attention to what's happening out here. It's people who own this stuff will be just fine. They will be just fine. Right? The people that are trying to figure out how to get in the van life, I just saw today 4 of those Mercedes-Benz, really nice, fancy vans, and in the parking lot over here by Starbucks, and I was like, dang, where are they going, right? But what you have to understand, those people are paying $80,000, $90,000 to be in a van. Look at gas prices. Those people are going to start to do what? Go to rural areas and park it. They're gonna figure out how to record it on YouTube, right? They're gonna figure out how to record it on YouTube and get that money. Is it good now? Put a 1 in the comments if the video is good now. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. I'm gonna finish this out and get off here, but I just want y'all to understand that read it and apply it. Read it and apply it. Y'all really out here letting these people come from another country who are like, what's the rules of the game of America? Assets. Get in a position, even if you have a job, because people are like, you can get wealthy from a job. I'm not here to argue on that. I'm not here at all. But I'm telling you, what's the rules of this country is businesses. Even if you own it on paper, now you go out with that business, or you go out with the money you have in your hand, you acquire an asset, right? You make that asset make money and do transactions with that asset. And then you pay taxes. Oh, Ericka, pay taxes. Whoa, I don't want to pay any taxes. Listen to me. I did a tax return 3 years ago. Because of the amount of money I made on tax return, my phone rings every damn day because people are like, hey, public record shows you made all this money. Now, they're not even counting on the fact that money was, what, 2019? How many years ago that? 3? Yeah, 2019. They're like, you made all this money. That was 2019. But it's on record. It's in public records. You can look this stuff up. And that's how these companies, these finance companies, these banking companies look. So when you out here trying to write off everything on your taxes and say you only made $2, you're playing the game wrong, right? There was a book called Tax-Free Wealth by the people of Robert Kiyosaki's staff. But if you go read that book, the people that go out here and they make money in their business, they make money in sales, whatever. What do? They immediately go buy assets and do what? Take depreciation. They don't try to write everything off. They just try to slowly but surely add. That is the game of America. So yes, you can go get a job. I'm not arguing with any of y'all about getting a job. I want you to be able to have money in your pocket, be able to pay your bills, be able to keep your promises, but get the highest paying job you can get, right? You sitting here arguing with me while you making 30K a year. In 10 years, you've only made 300,000. Old boy over here in tech making 150K a year times 10 years, he's already made 1.5 million. Your lives will never be anywhere near each other's in any capacity unless he marries you, right? Unless you're a woman, he marries you. Unless you're a man, he marries you. I don't know. Some of y'all new out here, new stuff. But just think about the numbers, how deep that gap is. In 10 years, he'll have 1.5 million. In 10 years, you'll only have 300,000. That's already a game in itself, right? And now you sitting here arguing about, well, is there math and the certifications? You can go do tech sales. You ain't got to worry about the math, but you got to do something because July 13th is coming around the corner. I want y'all to understand that. I just want to say that. I want y'all to understand that what that means. I appreciate the content. Very few people give the real about business online. It's literally, you literally can do a lot of this stuff on repeat. I'll just put it to you that way. That's my whole thing, Sabrina. 80 to 100,000 for a van. That could have been a down payment for a rural house. I mean, that's the part people don't understand. That's the part people are like, there is going over their head. I want freedom. You just change yourself to an $80,000 vehicle. You could have took that money and put it in a house. Okay. My neighbor owns a tow truck company. He's been picking up luxury cars and trucks like crazy lately. It's getting crazy for folks out here. Yeah. All these people that try to do the Torino or Turo app, I apologize. Yeah, trust me. Yeah. You're gonna see it. I keep trying to get y'all to understand. You're gonna see what I'm talking about coming up here pretty shortly. Because the focus is wrong when it comes to taxes. Taxes are a part of the game. Tom Wilwright. Thank you. I was writing this comment before you mentioned. There you go. Listen, people don't understand that taxes are a part of the game. They're part of the game. That's how you play the game. It's all a game. I'm not going to leave this life miserable because I maybe made a mistake. I'm going to just put it to you that way. If I mess up in business, I'm going to fix it. But I'm not going to be miserable. I'm going to travel. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to get more money. That's it. That's the joke. That's the game. It's a game. Don't risk anything if you're not willing to lose. People call me, sending me emails for 240K jobs in AI and data science. People begging, they begging, begging. It's all about what you own and control. Yeah. People trying to get out of the strategy. 3 bucket strategy. Talk to them, Tam. Put it in the comment section. What's the 3 bucket strategy? But listen, it's home current. It's time. But I just want y'all to understand that that's why I brought on Andy Bot's houses. He's gonna be in he's gonna be at the boat party. There's several people gonna be at the boat party. And this is the last thing I'm gonna end on because I know y'all think I'm being rude. But there was a young lady in the comments said, well, I'm in Houston. When you gonna do something in Houston? Baby, if Janet Jackson was in Austin, wouldn't you drive to Austin? Some of y'all done traveled all over the world to go to Essence Festival to see Janet. But you got Janet Jackson's right here in your own state, and you won't travel to go see them. The people who gonna come are gonna come. The people gonna be at the boat party gonna be at it. The people that are gonna be in Panama are gonna be at it. I don't expect more than 20 to 40 people for Panama. We really don't even want more than 20. 32, I think, for the bus I'm looking at. But I think we're gonna have to get the bigger bus anyway. You have to understand the people that are ready to come are ready. And that's who I want to see. I don't want to see anybody I got to convince. I don't want to see anybody who's like, I got to drive from Dallas. Yeah. You know, for those of you who, when I said, hey, Andy Buys Houses Boot Camp is in Florida, he's going to teach you how to build a house from the ground up, yada, yada, yada. Oh, it's in Florida. Oh, that's so far. I even told a couple of people about this event in Panama. Oh, well, I might have to do something with football this weekend. And I'm like, it is not for you. It's not for you. That's the point. Like, if you already are looking for a no, you're already looking for an excuse how to get out of stuff. It's not for you. It's not for you. You don't want the change. Again, I think more people need therapy out here than they need money. A lot of people are like, oh, I need more money, Now you need some therapy. There's a lot of folks out here need therapy for how they're thinking. Their thinking is upside down. I have a boat party with millionaires coming to the area to eat, drink, and laugh with y'all for 2 days. And I promise you, folks will sit here and be like, I don't know if I can make it. These will be the same people begging, when y'all gonna give a free course? When you gonna give a free class? When he gonna teach us this for free? Can he guarantee this for me? That is what people do. And that's the people that are going to be left behind. You're going to see all this crying on the internet coming hard, y'all. I'm gone, baby. I'm gone August 23rd. All I'm doing is finishing up my 2 properties so I can cash them bad boys out. I'm not playing with y'all. Only places you're going to see me is pre-recorded videos on here. And you're going to see me. You're going to see me in Panama. You come on the trip. You're going to see me in Puerto Rico. You come on the trip December 5th. Nope, not December 5th. I forgot the date in December, but December is Mexico. That's it. I'm going to be building those 2. And then once I'm done with those 2 in Florida, I'm taking my butt over here to Granbury, Texas and Temple, Texas. If you want to see me, that's where you're going to see me, is these private one-on-one events. Even for Las Vegas this week, unless we can get it locked to where I want to, safety-wise, I ain't doing it. You know? So a lot of people want to be spoon-fed. This ain't the place for them. I'm not your mom. I just can't want to do it for you. Sorry, baby. But anyway, after taxes, deferred taxes, tax-free, for sure. So listen, this is your girl Ericka, Classic Clown Blog. I hope this stuff was informational for you. I hope it worked. I hoped you liked it. If you didn't, it's okay, because I like me. Your like is extra. We'll see each other for another 42 days. Another 42 days on here. And then for those who are coming to boat party, we'll see you there. And then after that, those who are coming to Panama. So, you know, it's some of y'all just need therapy. Y'all, it ain't the money. Sometimes it's just therapy. So anyways, you guys, this is your girl Ericka, Classic on Blog. Later.